Amazon is buying rare books, cutting off their spines and scanning the pages for AI training. According to an investigation that tracked one shipment all the way to an Amazon facility. The text may survive digitally, but the physical book does not. That is the clearest example of today's theme. The AI race is moving beyond software into physical resources. Books become training data, speech becomes an interface, model access becomes a gateway business, chip companies become cloud operators, and data centers consume land and power at extraordinary scale. First, the rare books. Journalists at 404 Media placed a tracking device inside a rare book and followed the shipment to an Amazon facility in Las Vegas. Their investigation reports that Amazon is buying large quantities of books, removing their spines, and scanning the pages for AI training. Amazon told 404 Media that it purchases books through commercial channels to improve products and services used by customers. The company has not publicly identified which models receive the scans, which products use them, or the complete rules for selecting books. Rare books are valuable training material because many are out of print and do not exist online. Older writing is also less likely to contain text generated by modern AI systems. Training repeatedly on synthetic text can reduce quality, a problem researchers sometimes call model collapse. There is no evidence here that every scanned book is copyrighted or that buying a physical copy automatically resolves every question about using its text for AI. Those legal and ethical questions remain separate. Why it matters. Digitizing a book can preserve its words, but cutting apart a scarce physical copy can also remove history from circulation. Authors, collectors, and libraries should care about where these books come from, what survives after scanning, and whether a commercial training dataset should justify destroying the original. Next, Wispr wants voice to replace more of the keyboard. The company raised $280 million at a $2 billion valuation. It has also released a meeting note taker and announced a new speech model called Kanto. Wispr Flow already turns speech into edited text across apps on Mac, Windows, iPhone, and Android. Its free tier allows 2,000 words each week. The new note taker adds meeting summaries and action items, pushing the product beyond simple dictation. Wispr says Kanto reduces an error rate that had climbed to around 30% down to below 10%. That is a company claim, not an independent test, and real results can change with language, accent, background noise, and microphone quality. The company also offers a privacy mode that it says prevents dictation data from being used for model training. Users handling sensitive meetings should still check storage and workplace policies before recording anyone. Why it matters. This one change is something ordinary people can try now. Better voice input can help anyone writing on a phone and can be especially useful for people who find typing difficult. The key test is not the funding headline. It is whether accuracy and privacy remain reliable during daily use. Third, Stripe has reportedly agreed to buy OpenRouter for more than $7 billion. OpenRouter is a gateway. Developers connect to one service, then choose from hundreds of AI models based on price, speed, or capability. It reduces the work needed to maintain separate integrations with every model company. Bloomberg reports that the acquisition has been finalized. TechCrunch says Stripe declined to comment on rumors or speculation, and neither company has announced product or pricing changes. So this remains a reported deal, not a completed change customers can see today. OpenRouter previously said it served 8 million users and offered more than 400 models. Those are company figures. The strategic logic is clear even without accepting every number. Stripe already handles payments, subscriptions, and usage billing, while OpenRouter measures model use. Why it matters. If confirmed, one company could connect model selection and payment infrastructure in a single layer. That may simplify billing for developers, but it also concentrates more control in an intermediary. For now, OpenRouter users should not change plans based on an unconfirmed integration. Fourth, Groq has raised $350 million after changing what kind of company it wants to be. Groq originally built its own language processing chips for fast AI inference, which means running a trained model to produce answers. After a major licensing deal with NVIDIA and the departure of senior leaders, Groq is now emphasizing a neocloud business. specialized cloud capacity for AI workloads, largely powered by NVIDIA systems. The new round values Groq at $3.5 billion, down from a reported $6.9 billion last September before the licensing deal changed the business. Groq says it operates 13 data centers and plans to grow from 54 megawatts to more than 200 in 2027. Why it matters? Building a rival chip is extremely difficult. Selling access to scarce compute may be a more practical business. The pivot also shows NVIDIA's gravity. Even a company created to challenge it can end up operating inside its hardware ecosystem. Finally, NVIDIA is backing a vast OpenAI data center project in Ohio. NVIDIA is investing $1.5 billion in SB Energy and securing the land, power, and building capacity for the Ports Pike campus. OpenAI will be the tenant, and NVIDIA says the initial deployment is expected to provide 4.25 gigawatts of AI capacity. The site could later expand to 8 gigawatts. NVIDIA says it will support defined portions of lease and power obligations over 20 years, with data center phases expected to enter service between 2028 and 2030. The company argues that future generations of hardware can repeatedly use the same site. This is not a new ChatGPT feature, and viewers will not notice a change tomorrow. It is long-term infrastructure intended to support future model training and operation. Costs, construction schedules, and energy demand can still change. Why it matters? The largest AI systems now require industrial projects, not just clever code, that can create capacity and jobs, but it also locks companies and communities into decades of power, financing, and environmental decisions. Today's takeaway is that AI has become physical. It consumes books, voices, payment systems, server buildings, and electricity. The most important questions are no longer only what a model can do, but what resources it uses and who controls the route from data to answer. Should rare physical books ever be destroyed to train an AI model, even if the text is preserved? Let me know in the comments, and subscribe for your daily AI update.